What's going on, my fellow troops? My name is Xavvo, and hopefully you liked the new intro. And yeah, so far a bunch of my videos have resurfaced from this project I'm already working on, as you already know. For anyone who doesn't know, I've made a video. The previous video will explain it to you, but yeah, Project Overhaul is partway done already, a little tiny percentage of the way. I've got a bunch of videos already back on public with new thumbnails and titles and a new description, so that's another thing. I've updated descriptions, but you're not here for that video. Today, I thought I'd make a video about why I deleted Twitter, or why I don't like Twitter, the reason that caused this. So, first of all, I think one of the main things is I don't really use it for anything significant. Now, for Instagram, I post updates about my YouTube to it. I do it with Twitter, but most of the time nobody ever sees it. And to be honest, hardly anyone from my YouTube is over on my Twitter. So that's one thing. It kind of just doesn't come in handy. So I don't ever really post too much about my updates on Twitter. So it ends up just being random complaints about latest COD updates, or I don't know, praising latest COD updates, whichever ones satisfy me, which ones don't, but just a controversial platform, to be honest. There's nothing really crazy that goes on Twitter, other than just people left, right, and center trying to fucking cancel people. I just don't see a point in it, to be honest. And even when there's, like, not that kind of use in it, kind of expressing yourself, or asking, like, let's say, certain, you know, YouTube, for example, maybe you want to ask them for help. You might want to at them because they've had an issue. It's not like I can't do that on my personalized Twitter. I have a personal Twitter account, which I'm not going to give out for obvious reasons. I don't want, dickheads going on it and whatnot. I don't post anything, like, to myself on it, but I just have it for liking YouTubers' accounts and shit like that, liking their posts. So I could always use that to at YouTube about my issues with this and stuff, and explain what my channel's called and send them a screenshot. It doesn't really matter who it comes from at the end of the day. As long as you're talking about your channel to them, it doesn't really matter. So the point being is, I don't need Twitter, like the one I have for my YouTube anyway. If I really needed it, as I say, I can always go on it to check updates from my favorite YouTubers, or just address to YouTube any problems I might face on my personal account. I don't need my YouTube one, and yeah, also I don't get anyone really talking to me on there about anything interesting, so that's something else. The other thing is, as I say, I kind of said before, is people trying to cancel each other. If you don't know, cancel culture is the biggest thing on Twitter. Twitter is full of negative, horrible people. Literally everyone is just out trying to cancel people most of the time. So let's say if I ever was to put out kind of a far-fetched extreme view on something, like, for example, the LGBTQ, or the LGBT, I'm just going to call it that, I can't be arsed putting all the fucking pluses after it and whatnot, but I've not made any kind of statement like that on Twitter. But let's say one day I tried to, right? I tried to be a bit more honest and talk about that sort of stuff, what I do and don't agree with. You'd have somebody right up your asshole basically trying to cancel you, and to be honest, I just find that extremely draining, and it kind of just really takes away the whole thing about, freedom of speech. So really, Twitter, you might be able to type whatever the fuck you want, but on the other hand, people are always ready to cancel you. So that's another thing. I don't want to be in that kind of position where in the future I still have it and then somebody tries to cancel me for something. I'm better off just completely doing with it, because I don't really see any use in it anyway. And the final thing, most of the time, the only thing I ever get out of Twitter, to be honest, other than maybe liking a few of my mates' tweets that I watch on YouTube on this account, like 𝙻𝚒𝚗𝚜, Quinton, my brother, Zypher, by the way, Rick, someone I know. Well, that's his alias on the internet. But even though I get to talk to those people on there, I still have Discord. I can talk to them on Discord, and I have Instagram, so I really don't need it. And of course I have YouTube. So at the end of the day, like, other than them, the only other people I ever keep coming into contact with on my Twitter is my trolls. Now, it sounds weird to put my trolls, but, basically the the scumbags that sit around on my channel who literally wait 12 hours for a video to drop so they can dislike spam me, those people, yeah, half the time I'm just having petty arguments with them because they're still the most naive people I even know and don't have any common sense, so they basically try to make me look stupid on there, which I find pretty funny, to be honest, when it's coming from them. But hey, it's a pretty shitty place. So, to be honest, Twitter just isn't useful for me, especially with the YouTube side of things. So, will I ever get it back? Probably not. Don't really need it. And I have other places I can update people about stuff. And to be honest, I think it's better to cut back on social media because social media can take a toll on people and it can really try and make you think certain ways. Not that it's ever gotten to that point for me with Twitter, but I don't want to ever try to get to that point. And to be honest, like, as I say, I only ever use Twitter to make inflammatory statements half the time, and then people come right at me, shoving spears up my ass or whatnot. So, basically, there is no particular use that I have for Twitter at all. And, yeah, I thought I'd just make a video to kind of solidify that this day I deleted it because, yeah, it will come in handy when I'm talking about YouTube Rewind 2021 on this channel if I do that, you know, just to keep people updated about when things started, when things stopped. I know that might not be interesting to certain people. They might think, why did you make an announcement about that? That was nothing really game-changing for the year. But I think, personally, someone might want to know when I quitted Twitter, when I didn't. And obviously, people can always come to this video, but it's kind of a relapse for the end of the year and stuff like that as well. So I thought I'd just make a video and explain what the problems are, because I can't explain all of that in a Twitter. I could on Twitter. I could put it in a Twitter longer, but can I be asked? No. Especially when I don't care about the fucking app anyway. Why would I want to give that much attention to it? I don't know. But yeah, so that's why I quitted Twitter for my YouTube. So, yeah, if you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like on this video. It was a bit of a ramble, but that's as best information I can give you, really. Comment, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell so you never miss a single video that comes out on this channel, and check out my Discord and my other socials down below, as well as my other channels. Definitely check out my second channel, the archive channel. You can check out if you're really interested. Nothing crazy goes on over there, but again, like, when I do get back to streaming eventually, I will be posting more highlights over there, kind of stream archives, as you can tell in the name, 𝙬𝚒 Archives. But yeah, check out my second channel. I do put some funny shit posts on there. Well, funny subjective, but you know. And I also post other random stuff on there that isn't to do with Call of Duty. So yeah, and I know this isn't to do with Call of Duty, but I thought because that account for Twitter is related to my main, yeah, my YouTube channel, my overall social platform, I think I associate my Twitter with all of my accounts. Like, on my second channel, I say check out my Twitter, which is just called 𝙬𝚒. I haven't got a separate Twitter called 𝙬𝚒_, for example. Like, everything I have all stems off of my main channel's socials, so that's why I thought I'd put it on this channel. But yeah, so yeah, I thought I'd put this on here. It's nice to have a little change every so often on here as well, though, to have a little bit of changing topics. But yeah, so that's why I quit Twitter. And yeah, so I'm going to continue making these thumbnails and updating the titles, the descriptions of all my other videos, and changing the banner and the logo at some point as well as I've already put the new intro in this video as well. So this is the 3rd of May I'm making this, so this might come out on the 4th, I don't know. But yeah, so that's that. So everyone, thank you for watching, and yeah, catch you all in the next one. See you later, guys.